So last year we purchased this 2017 Honda Grom for my partner. It didn't go well. She passed her CBT and 2 rides later she came off. She hit a Rover 75. If you've seen Motomadness, I will link that video in the description. She was featured on the front page with her crash. It wasn't pretty. She broke her ankle in 2 places. And a year later, we are just about done rebuilding the Grom and getting her back out on the road. So this series is going to be all about getting this Grom back on the road and getting her riding to a good standard. So in the playlist, there will be various videos detailing her progress, and hopefully we'll get to a stage where she's good to go by herself. Here she is 1 year later. Today is the 1 year anniversary of the accident. How are you feeling about getting back on the road?
Nervous, very nervous. Mostly because it was a very traumatic thing, but I'm hoping I can just put that aside, enjoy the ride. I'm really excited to sort of get back out onto the idea of riding again, because I can see bikes going past and I keep thinking to myself, I want to be with them. But I'm confident. I'm going to say I'm confident for this. I'm confident for what we're going to do today as well.
Awesome. What are we doing today?
We are going to replace the rear brake because I bent it. It's that side, not this side.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see this well on the camera, but it just kind of sits underneath the engine cover just a little too much. There's a bend in the wrong place, and it's kind of hard to get your whole foot on it. You can only just reach. With motorcycle boots, that's nearly impossible. And you can see from where it's been cooked with a blowtorch, some of it's rusty, some of it isn't. So we're just going to replace that for a nice shiny new one, and hopefully that'll be good to go. We'll give it a clean, get rid of all these cobwebs, and she's ready to go in for her MOT next week. We just need to pump up that rear tyre as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing basically none of this install. I'll just be giving pointers to Zen, and she's going to learn how to do it herself. The first bolt you need to take off is going to be the exhaust one.
I mean, you get the idea where we're to, right?
Yeah, pretty much. As you can tell, we are not really professionals.
And I'm definitely not a mechanic, so wherever you see in this, do not participate. Or copy, should I say.
I do most of my own bike maintenance, have done since I've owned 125s. And it is one of the most important parts of owning a motorcycle. You need to learn basic maintenance, how to take some things off.
It's not coming off.
Why are we stuck? Yeah, just get the socket on there, see if you can wind it out. Looks like it's coming.
Give it up.
There we go, that's that one.
Not that one.
So next up we got 2 bolts holding the rear hanger onto the frame. Don't push your bike over.
Oh! Lord have mercy, this is a lot tighter.
There we go.
Now we're cooking. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Whenever you say it's going well, sure enough, it won't. I did see your exhaust drop a bit there.
Yeah.
So hopefully
She's getting
that should
close.
just hang. There we go, that is all of them out of there. Here comes the fun bit, 'cause we've got some pipes and hoses to detach. Let's have a little look see here. We don't want to detach any of these hoses here. We need to take off these 2 bolts at the back of the brake. So there are 2 bolts back here. They're quite small, they'll probably be an 8. Yep, it's going to be an 8. I don't know if you're going to get a socket in there. Try it with a spanner. Give it a good old pull. Watch out for that dreaded spanner rash. You're going right.
No.
You're tightening it. You got to think. You got to do it in reverse because you're not facing the bolt. So you need to pull up.
That explains it. Oh, come on. I hate it when it comes off.
Low-key painful to watch.
Just see me trying to do me brake and clutch lever. Oh, it's like. Oh, okay. I thought it was more looser than that. It's not.
We'll just fast forward to when she finally succeeds.
Oh, can't make it. Give it to me. Oh. Why did Honda have to make this so hard?
Could be worse. Could be a BMW.
Ugh.
They are kings of over-engineering stuff. Hondas are relatively simple. Alright, so bolts are finally off and it is free.
Not entirely free.
So we now need to disconnect this. It should just slide out of the bracket.
What, from here? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, yes, because it's got a spring on it. Okay. It's also connected by here as well.
Yeah, that is your brake switch to tell the brake light to come on.
I see, okay. Got it. Whew.
Sweet.
Not clicked on that.
Make sure you don't lose that
Yeah,
spring.
I'll pop it off for now just so that I know where he's to.
Alright, so now we should be mostly free.
Except for this one.
That is attached to the same bracket, so that will come off with the pedal.
Okay, that's easy enough. I'll just.
Okay, so
I'll change that one anyway because we've got the other one.
So give it a little pulse, see if it's attached anywhere else. You've got a little spindle you've got to get it off of. There you go.
Okay.
So now we have access to the back side.
That's what she said.
And that is that circlip I was talking about.
This one?
No, here.
Oh, that one. I see.
You need a special set of pliers for, which I've just gone out and bought. That cost £14. There they are. Circlip pliers. So they go in the little holes and you give them a squeeze.
Oh, God.
You got it?
Yeah.
Is it in one piece?
Yeah.
Awesome. So now we've got to pull off the brake lever, and we'll need to bend these pins to remove the plunger.
Oh, God, you trapped my finger in it
Should
then.
just pull off.
There we go. So let's bring you up over this so we can see you better. And then...
Okay, so if you spin it round, there is a pin. So you just need to bend the long legs of this pin around and then you pull it out with a pair of pliers.
Ta-da!
There we go. Pin is removed. See, this is a pull out, like so.
Oh. Oh, I see.
It's just,
okay.
it's like a little plug.
Hi, miss.
And your brake lever pulls out.
Aha!
Okay, so we got the new brake lever ready to go on. Just there. Put your split pin back in.
Yeah, boring.
Back in. Ooh.
We have a visitor in the form of Mechanic Cat.
What was this bit, wasn't it?
Yep, so you want your washer and your circlip. You may want to use the circlip pliers once
I
again.
do got to tighten it because obviously I've loosened it now. Yeah? Yeah.
I mean, that looks relatively loose, to be fair.
It all does, doesn't
So give her a good squeeze to make sure.
Oh, for God's sake, they didn't say it would be easy to do that bit. Go like this, and then bring the brake up behind me. Or does it go the other way? Because it doesn't seem like you'll fit very well in there.
It's on me, you're the mechanic.
Technically I'm not, but thanks. Yeah, that seems better. Yeah.
You can already see the difference in shape of this lever.
Yeah.
Let's
Significant
put them
difference.
side by side quick. You can see there is a more sharp bend on the new one, whereas the old one is more of a curved bend. Okay. Now, before you put it back on the spindle, you'll want to reattach your brake line.
Valid point. I know the way.
Time for reassembly.
13? You forgot you have to press the button in, don't you? No, it's a 14. Nope, it was a 15. We'll get there in the end, guys. It was a 16. It was a 17. It's none of them.
Try 19.
Close.
It's 19. So it turns out it's 19.
And I forgot what I'm doing. That way. No? Wait, I need to tighten it. That was it.
Right, exhaust up next.
Imagine if I just pulled it over on myself then.
So that should be our last bolt.
Here it is. Like that. Oh. Got the exhaust suspender in there.
Right, yeah, your bolts.
Yeah, I
sorry.
need you to. Yeah, leave it like that so we can see. Put it up. There you go. Got it.
There we go.
Right. Right, yeah, don't do it now. See? You say at some point.
Something.
I
Something.
think we need 12, don't we? Yeah, 12. It was 12 last time.
12.
It's 12 again. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh,
On the camera with your leg.
that's. I got it. There we go. Woo, God.
Don't round your nut.
Around your nut.
Oh dear.
You know I'm buff now. There we go.
Okay, with it done, there's only one thing left to do. We got to test to make sure that the brake switch is in the correct position. So take your seat.
Mount your speed.
Switch her on. And hit. Touch your rear brake. Touch your rear brake. No, brake's already on. Yep, that is working perfectly. Did have a custom exhaust on it, but she folded it in half.
No, it's pushed it. It went from this to this. There was a big no noise then.
Please don't crash. Again. Test that rear brake. Good?
That was good.
Sweet.
Obviously it rubbed a bit, that's because it's flat, but...
Yeah, well, as soon as we got that back tyre pumped up and MOT'd, it's out to the road. Well, not the road, the car park.
Car park. We're fixing her up so she can go back to the car park.
You give us a little flyby?
What do you mean flyby?
Looking good. Besides a few cosmetics, the Grom's ready for the road once we get an MOT, so in the next episode we'll be starting off with some motorcycle basics in an empty car park. We hope you've enjoyed today's video and look forward to bringing you the next. As always, ride safe and see you next time.